Something is quietly unfolding right now that affects almost every petrol and hybrid car built in the last 10 years. Every single one of them. Most people have no idea it's happening, but they will very soon because it's going to affect them significantly. The United States, and not just the US, but other countries as well, are running out of synthetic motor oil. Experts say the shortage won't be resolved until at least this time next year, most likely later than that. Here's the root cause. The US war with Iran has effectively shut down the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow waterway that handles around 20% of all global oil shipments. That has cut off access to the Middle East, which supplies nearly half of America's imported Group 3 base oil. That's the key ingredient in virtually every synthetic and semi synthetic motor oil on the market worldwide. To be specific, three Persian Gulf producers, Pearl GTL in Qatar, ADNOC in the UAE, and BAPCO in Bahrain, together supply around 44% of US Group 3 base oils. All three are now effectively offline for exports. And Pearl GDI, one of the world's largest gas to liquids facilities, was hit by Iranian missile strikes in March and will be running at half capacity for at least a year before it can be repaired. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if it will be in half a year. The Independent Lubricant Manufacturers Association expects the US to completely run out of Gulf-sourced Group 3 oil by June. As in this month, June this year. Now, normally there are backup operations, but every single one has faded simultaneously. It's been a cascading disaster. South Korea typically picks up the slack, supplying around 30% of US Group 3 imports. But South Korean refiners are struggling to source Middle Eastern crude. And here's the other problem. Jet fuel and diesel margins are at 40-year highs right now. So producers worldwide are making those instead of base oils. It makes sense, right? Pivot to where you make money. It's simply more profitable. Even the Group 2 base oil fallback used in conventional motor oils faces the same economics. Refiners are routing everything into fuels. So which oils are most affected? The thin, low viscosity grades that modern engines require. All of them do. OW 0W8, 0W16, 0W20. These are spec required in nearly every Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Hyundai, and hybrid vehicle built in the last decade. Every one of them. On the Electric Viking website, I'll put a link in the description below. We have more articles about electric cars and battery technology than any other website that I'm aware of in the world. So check that out. Link is in the description. And there you'll find our videos and analysis and articles about everything going on in the EV world. Now, 0W20 alone accounted for roughly 1/3 of all passenger car motor oil demand last year. Automakers are rationing. Nissan began a formal allocation system on the 21st of May, cutting dealer supplies of its proprietary 5W30 to 70% of last year's volume and 0W20 to just 50%. Nissan's VP of After Sales sent a bulletin to all car dealers on May the 15th, instructing them to reserve remaining stock strictly for warranty repairs, recalls, goodwill service, and prepaid maintenance. Older vehicles simply get, put aside. You can't get your car serviced, basically. That's insane. Maybe for a year. Toyota sent down its own memo on the 30th of April, warning that its supplier, ExxonMobil, is going to struggle to fulfill demand for genuine Toyota motor oil in 0W8 and 0W16 and provided dealers with a list of potential substitutes. I don't know how that's going to go, though. Basically putting the wrong oil in your car. The American Petroleum Institute activated emergency provisional licensing back on the 25th of March, allowing oil marketers to substitute base oils while still carrying the API quality mark. I don't know what you're going to get in your oil now. This can cause significant issues for engines, having the wrong oil. They've also asked all automakers, including General Motors, whose Dexos certification is particularly strict, to allow flexibility on proprietary oil specs. On the retail side, empty shelves are already appearing. 0W20 was completely sold out in Detroit and the entire area on the 23rd of May. Wholesale prices have gone up enormously. One Florida Ford dealership has seen its oil cost jump by $1.40 per gallon and expects another hike within weeks. Dealers across the country are topping off bulk storage tanks as a precaution. The CEO of Petrol Automotive Products, which supplies dealerships with oils and lubricants, described the panic buying 6 months of inventory now sells in 30 days. It's like the toilet paper craziness during the pandemic. He said he's receiving requests not for hundreds of gallons, but for 450,000 gallons at a time. There's a lot of panic right now. And this is not just affecting the United States, it's also affecting countries like Australia and Europe too. The comparison being drawn inside the industry is to the COVID chip shortage, not toilet paper, but I thought that one worked better, because Group 3 base oil goes into transmission fluid as well. Automakers may not be able to drive finished vehicles off assembly lines. You can build the car, you just can't fill it with oil or transmission fluid. That's that's a pretty big deal. You've got the cost of gasoline skyrocketing, the cost of diesel skyrocketing. Now you might not be able to get synthetic motor oil for your car or transmission fluid. Now, EVs, of course, need none of this. No Group 3 base oil, no synthetic engine oil, no transmission fluid of this type whatsoever. Zero exposure to this supply chain. While petrol and hybrid owners face uncertainty this year and next year. And this is one crisis that electric vehicle drivers are completely insulated from. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on where it doesn't matter where you live, a lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.